Hello, my lovely Taurus. I am here to do your first week of February general reading. I just had a lovely reading with Capricorn, so if you have that in your chart, you might want to check that out as well. But we'll go ahead and get started on your general reading. Again, for the first week of February, please note this is a general reading, so take what resonates and toss the rest. Gender is neutral and time is fluid. So we'll go ahead and get started for you. We'll try to do a past, present, future spread here. And hopefully you can see these cards fairly well. Alrighty, so it looks like we're starting out with the 10 of Wands in reverse and the 2 of Pentacles. We have in your present the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So we'll get some clarification on these, obviously, but it looks like from here the 10 of Wands is obviously a super heavy burden on you, but with it being in reverse, I think it's behind you. I think you've put it down. I think you're just done. Whatever has been burdening you, whatever's been on your mind, whatever's really been straining you and stressing you out, you are just done with, and you're past it. You're putting it down, you've moved on, and you have decided to make a choice. And this is the 2 of Pentacles here is you're deciding between two things, you know, what to do, which way you should go. You know, with it being Pentacles, it could be a job decision. It could just be a monetary decision. It could even just be a relationship decision that you know is going to affect your finances. So you're having to decide what to do, you know, but whatever it is, you know, this is basically you've hit a point, a breaking point, and I feel like, you know, you're making a decision on what you want to do to move forward and how you want to do that appropriately. And then here in your present, you've got the 6 of Swords, and that shows that you've kind of been in a rough state, which we know you've carried a burden here, and but you're moving away from it. You know, you're moving to safer ground, you're moving to a safer place, you're moving to a brighter future. So that's all positive. That's all a positive thing. Your Pentacles here is the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. The 8 of Pentacles is, you know, you're working, plugging away, plugging, chugging, working hard. And with it being in reverse, I think that's, to me, I'm feeling like things are going to start coming easier to you. Once you've moved away from whatever this burden was, I think things will start coming a little bit easier to you. I don't think you're going to have to sit and babysit your funds, pound away on them. I feel like things are going to be coming a little bit easier to you. And then in the future here, you have the 9 of Pentacles. So that's an abundance. So I think that's the case. You're going to be moving forward motion. Things will be getting better for you. You do have the Ace of Wands in reverse, but that may not be your energy. That could very well be the energy of, you know, someone from back here that was just the burden that you had going on. So I wouldn't necessarily take that as bad. We'll see what the cards come up with when we do some clarifiers here. So can we get some clarifiers for our lovely Taurus out there? Some clarifiers for Taurus, please, Spirit. On this 2 of Pentacles. Clarifiers on this 2 of Pentacles. All right, we have the Chariot, and I think that's what we already knew here. You were done. Whatever this was that was burdening you, you couldn't take anymore. You were pretty much done with that. You were making a decision. We don't know exactly what that decision was about. You do, I'm sure. Probably you're in your mind, you're probably thinking, I know exactly what we're talking about here. But you're going to be making forward motion, and it's positive motion. It's strong, authoritative motion. You know, it's probably going to be a good move for you. It's going to be a movement away from the drama and the mess. You know, the Chariot is typically going to take you to a better place. So I think you're headed that way. You know, again, we see it here with the 6 of Swords. I mean, you've felt battered and bruised a little bit. You've carried some burden, but you're ready to move on, and you're moving on to safer more stable, happier ground. And I think that's going to be the case. So we'll get some clarifiers over here and see what kind of place you're going to end up here. Where's your chariot taking you? Where's the chariot going to take them? Spirit? Can we get some present clarifiers for Taurus, please, Spirit? Some present clarifiers for Taurus, please. Let's see what we got here. All right, we've got the Tower. So again, I feel like this is just something where, you know, you're making a complete break. Everything is just, you're starting anew. You're starting fresh. You're moving completely away. This may be a physical move. You may physically be moving away, starting over. This could be a divorce. You know, this is the 10. It's an ending. You know, it's too much, you know, you're stepping away, it's an ending, and, you know, you're deciding, do I stay or do I go? You know, financially, am I going to be able to make it? You know, that may be the case. This could be, you know, do I leave my job? You know, what do I do here? But, you know, you've decided, you've made a decision that you're moving away. You know, you're going to have to work on the funds in a different manner here. But you're going to have to start from scratch. So typically when you're starting from scratch, though, for the most part, it seems like you do that because you have to, and you're leaving something bad behind. You're leaving this negative energy of this burden of the 10 of Wands behind. You're pushing it away, you're leaving it behind, you're moving on a forward trajectory. You know, that's ultimately going to get you over here to this 9 of Pentacles. So the Tower's coming down. We don't know, you know, why or who. Like I said, you may know. It may be a boss that fired you, and you're just completely like, what do I do now? That's your decision here on your Pentacle, 2 of Pentacles. Or it could have been, you know, like I said, it's a split. It's a breakup, a long-term partnership broke up, or a marriage broke up. But your house is falling and you're starting over. So the Tower's coming down. Can we get some clarification on the Tower, please, Spirit? Clarification on this Tower falling. Oh, it's a little bit more than we wanted to jump here. A little clarification on the Tower, please, Spirit. And we have the Magician, and the Magician is saying to me that you have all these tools. I mean, he has literally all the tools there. He has the wands, the cups, the swords. He has it all. And the Magician is you're gonna create your own destiny. So you've decided you're gonna tear this down. You're breaking a clean break. Tear it down, clean break. This to me looks like it's a relationship. This looks to me like this was a really bad relationship. Probably could be in a long-term partnership, relationship, marriage, and you've completely decided, you know, you making a decision. You may have moved out, you may have separated, but you hadn't completely broken ties, and you got to the point where, you know, you moved away, you separated, but at this point you decided the Tower has to come down. We have to do a full stop because I have to take control here. You know, I'm just not being able to move forward with my life. I can't go on. I can't do anything for myself, you know, if I'm tethered to this still. You know, so this may be you, you know, just saying you're done, and now you're going to create your own destiny. You're going to create your own choices. You're choosing to take over your own life. You're taking control of all of the components, the swords, the pentacles. You're taking control of your relationship, your spiritual well-being, your finances. You're taking control of everything at this point because you're just done, and you had to just break. So this may be a finalizing divorce. This may be you moved, you know, you completely severed ties with, you know, a long-term partner or someone you had a relationship with, what have you. So I see that's something where you had already separated, but you decided this is done, for sure, done. not going back. And then that leads us to the Nine of Pentacles. And I think obviously your resources here that you've used, your own intelligence and your own fortitude has granted you abundance. So whatever it is that you're choosing to do with your own destiny, it's going to pay off. So this severing of ties, this severing of this person, this movement away from this person, you know, it kept you plugging away. It kept you plugging away for Pentacles and this and that, you know, but you were just struggling still a little bit. You weren't really, you weren't hitting your full potential. You weren't hitting your stride. But when you said enough's enough, complete break, I'm taking over, I am taking control of my life, I'm taking control back, then you were able to, you know, have more abundance. So that's what you need to do. You need to really take control. So whoever this person is, whether it was a family member that you had, a spouse, a significant other, they need to go. They need to have the tower, relationship tower between the two of you needs to, you know, complete break. So if you're, you know, if you're on the fence about, do I file for divorce? Do I do this? Do I do that? Do it. You know, that's what I would say. If you're already been separated and you're kind of barely struggling to get by, I think it's going to work to your advantage. I think, or if you're waiting on that to come through, I think, you know, you're going to be able to do good things with it. Nine of Pentacles here. This Ace of Wands energy in reverse. I feel like this isn't your energy. I feel like this is their energy, because I don't feel like they're going to want to let you go. I feel like, you know, when people who are like this see somebody succeed without them, they always want to come back and either do one of two things: make them fail so that everybody thinks that they, you know, can't make it without them and they can say, I told you so. Or they want to ride your coattails. They want to weasel their way back in. And so I feel like this is them trying to come back around, and they're not genuine, because they're the same person they always were. They're always going to be the same person, but they're going to come in hot and heavy. They may come in begging. They may come in with apologies. You know, they may try to come back. I mean, you name it. They may try to, you know, whatever that you had problems with, they're going to fix it. They're going to, everything's going to be great. Do not buy into this, because this is not, you've seen what burden you carried, and you saw that you didn't reach any sort of positive abundance until you broke everything down and took control yourself. So this person's energy is not genuine. It's not good. That person is not where you want to be. They're the person who set your tower on fire, or made you set it on fire to be able to even move forward. So can we get some more clarifiers on the future here for Taurus, please? Some more clarifiers for the future for Taurus, please. All right, Spirit. Let's see what we've got here. Alrighty. All right, and we've got the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is rushing in with, you know, with the wand, because this is somebody who may be wanting to come to you with opportunities, with a relationship. This may be somebody else wanting to come in. Now you're free. Now you're open. Now you're available. You're going to be pursued by all kinds of things. Now you've opened yourself up. Before, you were chained to this. You were chained to this negative energy, and you were chained to this feeling of burden. And, you know, now you're a free person. Opportunities can come in. Relationships can come in. All these kinds of things are going to be coming to you. So you just need to be cautious and careful when, as always, do your due diligence, you know, because nobody wants to get in that kind of relationship again. Make sure that this person is not doing anything to hinder that, because they would if they could, you know, but, you know, I think you're going to have opportunities coming in left and right for you, and possible relationships, suitors, opportunities for friends and jobs and stuff. You may have been somebody who was, because you were so down and out, you were in an unhappy relationship, unhappy marriage, unhappy, family life. You never went out, you never did anything fun, you never joined any groups, you never, you just, and now, you've got friends coming in, you've got options coming in, you've got relationships that want to pursue you. Tearing down that tower was probably, and you taking control was probably the best thing that you have done for yourself. So can we get some clarification on that, Spirit, please? Some clarification on that, please. And we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, and that just means you're continuing to move forward. But with it being in reverse, I'm reading that as you just want to be careful. You just want to be cautious. Take a step back. Again, these opportunities are going to come at you left and right. There is no doubt in my mind that when you are freed up, when you are feeling better, you have asserted your control, you are now a free person, you are free of burdens. When you feel better, you look better, you are better in general. People see you as happier, better, feeling better, and also you're free. There may have been people out there that are like, gosh, if only that person was available, or wow, now you can get out and get a job because maybe your spouse didn't want you to get out and get a job. Maybe your spouse didn't want you to join clubs, and now you can, and you've got all these opportunities. But be careful with just jumping on the first thing that comes at you, or getting yourself overcommitted to so many different things because you're super excited. I know that's hard when you're, wow, all these exciting things and opportunities, and you feel like you've just come out of the closet, you've been stuck, and now you're like out, and you've been the people under the stairs rather, and now you're like, oh my God, there's a whole world out here, and I can do things and see things and have people and have friends and go places. And you may have been in a controlling relationship, that was the burden, I don't know, but but you don't want to overdo it, overmax yourself, that kind of stuff. So just be cautious. That's all I'll warn. And also with the Ace of Wands in reverse, this negative energy over here, take it slow too, because you never know if that person's still lurking. I do not think that person is going to go away easily. I don't care if the divorce is final and the ink is dried. I just do not see this person going away easily, especially if you have kids. This person's going to use the kids, in my mind. I see that. They would use the kids to try to finagle their way back in. I see that. I see with this, you're moving away with a kid. And in my mind, that just resonates with me, that perhaps they're going to use that. Be cautious. So can we get one more clarifier here for the future for Taurus, please? But other than that, you're going to be so out there with opportunities and availability and excitement, and just, it's going to be a whole shakeup for you, I think. And here we have the Seven of Wands, and that to me is like a change of direction. It's just saying, you're plugging away, you might change directions, you're making decisions, you are, you're choosing your path at this point. And again, that to me is just, that's what you're doing, because you have so many options right now at your disposal. I feel like that's what's going to happen. I feel like you've been trapped. This has probably been a very long-term relationship that you've been in for a very long time. And I say relationship, it could be family member, it could be spouse, it could be, a love, it could be, partner, hell, it could be a roommate that just was domineering and you felt stuck there financially, you had to live there, and they were, those kinds of things. It could be anybody that you've been in that kind of relationship with. But whomever it is, I just feel like by breaking the ties completely and, you know, taking control of yourself, this is going to give you the options to do whatever you want, to choose. You know, choose your relationships, choose everything that you want to do with yourself, because they're all going to be there. You're going to have so many options and choices, you know, and you're going to have, you know, you've got financial abundance. So, you know, obviously you want to look out for this person when they find out that you can make it on your own because they didn't think you could. But, you know, when the Knight of Wands is coming through, you know, pursuing and bringing news and options, you know, you're going to have to weigh those and decide what you want to do, because now you are a free person. You are, the world is literally your oyster, and you've got funds to use, and, you know, everything's looking up for you. So, you know, people are going to want to be around you. You're going to have magnetism. So choose wisely what you do with it, because, you know, wasted time is worse than wasted money. Remember that. So we're going to pull 3 cards out of here. Please, Spirit, and we won't do reversals on this. We'll just take them how they fall. For future here for our lovely Taurus, please. 3 cards, Spirit, please, for our lovely Taurus. Alrighty. And we have the Hermit, and I think this is just basically, you know, you've been inside, you've been the Hermit. I think this was your energy, and now you've got your guiding light out. You're ready to go. The Hermit's wise. The Hermit has been inside a long time, but the Hermit has also learned a lot from his time. You know, so, you know, and a lot of people say that in his lamp, I've heard so many people say that that's a star or it's the sun. Either way, it's a positive, and they're leading with that. So I think that that's you, and that's you coming out of your shell, your basement, your whatever you want to say, your cabinet, your closet, your whatever it is that you were locked up in, and now you feel, you know, your proverbial cage, and now you're out and you're ready to go. So then you have the Ace of Cups. So your relationship is coming. I think I see this as, you know, you're going to find love. You're going to find your niche too. You know, maybe you're going to find, you know, a group of people, a friend group that you didn't realize that you could have such great friends, you know, because you just really haven't built many friendships. Maybe you don't have a lot of friends because you've been so burdened down and tied to this mess. But now you're getting out, you're meeting people. This could be a, you know, a new love. You know, this might be this, he's riding in for you, a brand new love coming for you, and your cup's going to run over. It's just going to run over. Just be careful, you know, who you pick. You don't want to get somebody who's got negative energy. You don't want that negative energy back again. You don't want to fall down that rabbit hole again. But you won't, because your last card is the Star card, and that tells me that everything is going to work out perfect for you. You have all these opportunities, and you are going to choose well. You're going to reflect, you're going to put in the time and the work and be patient with your choices, and you're going to choose well. And then your cup's going to run over, and it's going to end in, you know, ultimate achievement of your goals and ambitions. And, you know, it's going to be despite this person, you know, who's really going to try to hang around and try to, you know, hold you back, and has been trying to hold you back. So I think, Taurus, you are going to get everything that you deserve, everything that you've been wanting and dreaming of, but just haven't had a chance to get yet. But it's going to take you bringing your tower down. So whatever it is that you need to fully, officially cut ties with, you know, maybe you've, you know, stretched ties, but they need cut. They need severed. So please, you know, please, for whatever purpose, try to sever them as much as possible so that you can take control of yourself. Be your own magician. Take all of the tools at your disposal. And then I'm just going to pull 3 of these oracle cards for general advice. Hopefully they'll resonate with you. This one says, have courage to ask for and accept help. And I think that that is obvious that you may need to do that whenever your towers come down. We all need help. That's just obvious. You know, you're going through things. You may need help. It may be legal help. You know, if you're going through a divorce, it may be you need help with a place to stay if you're having to move out of a cohabitation situation. You know, there could be any number of help, but don't be afraid to ask for it. And you'll accept it and you will get it, because obviously you get where you're going. So you know what you're doing. And savings. I mean, obviously you're getting to where you're going, and you know, you went from plugging away at the Eight of Pentacles to making better decisions by stopping the person who was draining you some, to taking control of yourself, saving to get where your cup's running over and you're a star, literally, and deservingness. And, you know, obviously, you deserve this. You've had heavy burdens in the beginning. I mean, everything that you're getting, you know you deserve. You know you deserve it. You had deserved it. You've been deserving it. You just needed to break the ties, and that's hard to do. It's easier said than done, I know, but it looks like if you do, you're going to get everything you needed. Everything's going to go your way. So this is just something I like to do for fun. So I say pick a stone that you like, that you're preferable to, think about it, and think about a yes/no question, and we'll ask Spirit to answer our lovely Taurus, please, with their questions. Woo! All right, these two, the Spirit will not answer you today. I'm sorry. These two are a maybe from the Spirit. Something different there, Spirit. This one looks like a yes to me. This one says rephrase, and this one went completely off the board, so we're going to re-roll these two. Wow. Those both fell in the middle there, or went off the board. Okay, this one got a maybe. And the cat's eye, he just keeps wanting to... Wow, come on now. Really? Okay, we could be here all day. Okay, this one's going with a no. It's right on the no line. So I think it's, especially with as many times as he kicked it back, I think Spirit, he or she, did not feel like that was a positive. So hopefully you got the answers you needed today. Hopefully you learned a little something, or at least enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. I am new to the channel and I would just like to get it off the ground. If you have any tips on how to make better videos or content, please let me know, because as I said, I'm not new to tarot, but I am new to YouTube. So would love any tips or tricks you've got there. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, and share, and I hope to see you soon. Have a great day.